Hey guys! I'm Old Lady Joe!
And I'm Hufflepuff Smith. Oh, that was like going into my eyes.
I'm never wearing that again because it went in your eyeballs. That's disgusting.
Not because it, hurt or anything.
No, not at all.
For today's episode of Things 1 and 2, we're going to be talking about some spooky stories we've experienced. Thanks, Joel.
Anytime, that's what I'm here for.
Yep, that really is the only reason you're here. This idea started because I wanted to tell Joel a scary moment that I had the other week, and he's like, hey, let's record this.
Yeah, dude.
Shall I get this started and tell you what I was going to tell you before?
Yeah. Kieran, dim the lights. Here we go.
Okay, so a few weeks ago, I was home alone. This is before we had our puppy, so before we had Lady, and I go into the kitchen, and as I'm like leaving kind of the kitchen, behind me, you know where the big window is?
Yeah.
Big window? I hear somebody go, hey, but it was a whisper. Yeah. I like turn around, I'm like, what the crap, like who is in the house? And I look and nobody's there. So I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm walking around the house with a knife.
I've done that before.
Because I'm like, who is just talking to me? So I'm going into the bathroom, shut the door. I hear this noise of somebody trying to open our fence from the backyard. And I'm like, okay, somebody has to be in the backyard. Like, this is terrifying. So I go back to the kitchen and get the knife.
Did you like flush, wipe and everything? Or?
No comment.
So political.
So I'm holding the knife, sitting in the corner, and just like looking around the house. It was definitely probably the spookiest experience. I had to have my friend come over and comfort me until my family got home. Definitely really scary.
Oh, that sounds really scary.
Do you have any scary stories?
So, here I am, in this room, before it was this room. It was Adam's room. And I'm sleeping in his bed because he's not home and his bed was way more comfortable than mine was. This was about a year ago, and I was in a real scary story phase where I would just go on YouTube, listen to some spooky stories, go on creepypasta. I'd stay up till like 2 o'clock in the morning listening to scary stories, trying to like scare myself, and it made it hard for me to sleep. And so I finally go to sleep. And then all of a sudden, I'm like still asleep, and I wake up. Wanna know why I wake up, guys? I hear the loudest scream, like someone screaming in my ear.
Really?
Yeah, just like screaming, like a man scream. The loudest scream I've heard in my life, and I like jump up, and I like wake up, and I'm like, yeah, that's a scary story.
That's
It was pretty
scary.
scary. I think I went back to sleep. Either that or I couldn't go back to sleep, and I went on YouTube to watch scary stories.
Ooh, I have a really good one actually. Okay, so this is in high school. I believe it was around my freshman or sophomore year, because one of my really good friends at the time, Becky, and I.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we had watched the scary movie Mirrors downstairs.
Ooh, I think I know this story.
This whole story takes through like a week. I think it was literally like 2 days after we had watched the movie. I was going to bed and I was like in that La La Land stage. You can hear what's going on around you, but your body is so tired and nothing would move, you know. So I was laying on my back. I had my covers pulled up to my chest and I was just sleeping. And I'm guessing my dream or in something, I'm like feeling movement down my chest. I jumped open because I realized I was feeling this in real life.
Jumped open.
My eyes shot open and realized that the covers had been like pulled off of me. Something literally had like slowly pulled the covers like down. Like 2 days later, I get picked up from school and I was like, okay, Mom, like I gotta confess something. Like the scariest thing happened to me. She was like, that's so weird because just the other day, the scariest thing happened to me. My mom goes on to tell me she was home alone and she was upstairs in her room where she writes and she heard some like knocking downstairs, goes downstairs and checks, nobody's there. And that's when she hears the knocking again, but it's on our backyard window. And she like walks to the kitchen, looks in the backyard, nothing's there. And as she's leaving the kitchen, literally the second she steps her foot out of the kitchen, on that huge window and like startles her and she jumps and turns around. Nothing was there. And yeah, moral of the story, don't watch mirrors.
I have another scary story. This happened last week.
I'm putting that in there.
Happened like last week, maybe even a few days ago. I've been fixing to watch real scary movies lately, trying to get into the Halloween spirit. I'm on Netflix looking for a scary movie to watch. And I'm like, I need to go to bed, so I don't watch a scary movie. And I go lie down in bed. And so I'm on YouTube on my phone, and right next to the button to like exit out of the side screen and go to like just vertical is to use Apple TV. So I'm watching Matthias on YouTube and I accidentally press the source button, which turns on my mom's TV, and she's in bed trying to sleep. And then she texts me the next day. She's like, "So were you watching a scary movie the other night?" And then I just like texted laughing because I know why she was asking.
Aw, poor mom.
I know. I felt so bad. Man, now I know how to prank my mom.
That's funny. I wonder why I have so many scary stories.
Because you're such a rebellious demon child.
Yes, I am. Like, I remember one time I was trying to go to the bathroom downstairs. I thought I heard somebody try to come in, so I look and I see like the doorknob turning. And I was just like, I'm in here. And then it just like turned back. And I go back out. I was like, was somebody trying to get into the bathroom? And everybody said no. And I was like, what the heck? That's so weird. But isn't that pretty scary? Joel.
It's really spooky. Well, I don't have any scary stories.
I'm sorry.
I mean, there was a time I was playing the Scooby-Doo game on yahooligans.com way back in like 3rd grade. I click on the coffin. Oh, let me scoot in a little closer because I'm hearing whispers. Face pops up on screen.
Oh,
I'm like in 3rd grade, and so I run downstairs.
Did you pee your pants?
Almost. Like run downstairs. It's the scariest thing that's ever happened to me.
This scary story took place, both Joel and I present.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Once I say this, you're gonna know. It was St. Patrick's Day.
I was thinking about doing this one earlier.
Okay, you say it then.
So it's St. Patty's Day. We're like, let's see if St. Patty Pat is really a real leprechaun. We're using our extremely effective test methods.
We actually set up book trap just in case a little leprechaun walked by. Boom, collapse right on him.
On our very last test, we're inside the house, knocking. Yeah. Just look. You know, to see if St. Patty Pat's out there, because if he's out there, he's gonna knock back.
We like knock and we're like, let's hold hands afterwards so we know we're not cheating.
And so we do it again.
And we still heard a knock.
We knock.
We like, looked at
out,
each other and
yeah.
we're like, looked out the window and we're like, Adam!
Freaky. Later we found out though that it wasn't St. Patrick, it was his distant relative, Paint Satrick.
Always pulling the legs of the children.
Always stealing their gold.
I think those are all the scary stories we have time for today.
Yeah. Let us know if you want to see another one of these videos and we'll totally do it, maybe, no promises. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a good ol' like. Click that button right above our heads to subscribe to us because we make awesome videos. Speaking of awesome videos, check out our last video over there. It's probably one of my favorite videos ever. It was real fun, real funny. Find out more about Halloween by clicking that button right over there. But first, be sure to check out our social media right over there. We have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have Facebook, and we have Snapchat.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this week's video. We love you and appreciate you. We will see you next week. Bye!